true that when a person borrow money and don't pay it back, like a relative or something, suddenly you find later on he gets sick. And they said, oh God, what did you do to me? How come you get me sick? But they forgot. They didn't pay the loan to their sister or their brother that they were supposed to pay. Right? People don't realize that you borrow the money, you never pay it back, but don't think you're not going to pay it some other way. So that's why we don't like to have loans. We don't like credit. In Hinduism, if you notice in the paper I give you, it tells you that you cannot have debt when you're worshipping Laxmi. In other words, you should not have debt. You should not have credit. Right? If you want Laxmi to come to you. Because when you owe the future, you know, mean you sold your soul to the future. You sold yourself to the future. So how can you get money? Right? So all of these things, you have to have respect for money, respect for the energy of money. Now don't think that money is only green dollars. Money is not green dollars. That dollar is just a measurement. The real money is your words, your food, what you do. That's the real money. The real money can be any form. It can be, this is money. The cell phone is money. You have paper. So it's money. So when we say, oh Laxmi, the goddess of wealth or goddess of money, we're not talking green dollars. We're talking your clothes, your jewelry, your house, everything is money. So that's why we have to make sure that we pray to Laxmi. But when we pray to Laxmi, we don't think that it's only green dollars we're asking for. Sometimes it's going to be gold. The way gold price is going. So money is always what's been gold. It's measured in gold. So that's how the kings were rich, because they had jewelry, money, and then gold. So when you pray to Laxmi, you are not praying for dollars. What are you praying for? And what are we praying for when we ask to pray to Laxmi? You're praying for food. You're praying to have food on the table because your job, your money and everything is to bring that food so you can have to eat. Everybody's working because they want to eat. They want to eat food. That's your wealth. Your wealth is when you have a big bag of arroz, rice in the house. Your wealth is when you have a lot of platinum and a lot of yucca. Okay. That is your wealth. Your wealth is not money. Money just buys that. So praying on Diwali, praying on Laxmi, is you asking to be always have food in the home. Automatically that gives you the job. Automatically that gives you the money. Right? But you know, I know one girl, she prayed for, she came, I said, ask what you want. And she was blessing her. She says she wanted a husband. I said, okay. She got a husband, but then she got a drunkard. So I said, but you never specify what kind of husband you want. Right? The other girl, she came, she said she wanted a baby. So I blessed her. I said, okay, you can have a baby. Then when she came back, she said, but the husband left. I said, but you didn't ask for the family, you just asked for a baby. So you got the baby. So be careful what you ask. I don't know if you guys ever notice it, but do you guys realize that sometimes when you ask for something, like years ago you asked for something and then you got it? I like when the guys come on TV and said, oh, I always wanted that. I always wanted to be that. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to meet Oprah. It happens. It just takes time for it to happen. Right? So you'll find that you are going to make your dreams come true if you just know what you're asking for. Make sure you ask correctly. Of course, what do I ask for? What I pray for? Peace of mind. Peace of mind in the world. And everybody should have peace of mind. Because when you don't have peace of mind, you're not happy. But when you have peace of mind, you have a good job, you have good money, you have good everything. Right? How does peace of mind come? From where it come from? Knowledge. Knowledge. See, you have to read and you have to have the knowledge. That's where peace of mind comes, by having knowledge. If you don't know what's going on with your life, which is why we're going to have the seminars for the 7th of November, we have the seminar. It's the knowledge seminar. It's to tell you how you're going to know what's going to happen before it happens, so you can change it. That's going to be that seminar. Now, if you're driving on the road and you see a wino come to the window for $1, and you give him $1, is it a good thing or is it a sin?
Depends if he wants to eat.
Okay, I said a keyword. Wino.
Why? Yeah, well, because
Right.
it's bad.
It's a sin to
Yeah.
give him money. Because if he's a wino, he's drinking.
Yeah.
You're giving money to buy more drinks, so you're contributing to the detriment of the world. So you will lose money too. You'll find a lot of people who have liquor stores and bars and so they don't do too well in their life. Check that, you'll see. Because they're contributing to the detriment of the world. So how you use your money is very important. Now tonight is Halloween, right? Everyone's going to be dressed in different costumes. Martha, what costume would you choose if you had to choose a costume? What would you choose, Angela? A costume. What would you choose as a costume? What would you choose as a... If you had to dress up, what would you be dressed up as? A princess. I thought that. Huh? Cleopatra. Right, what would you dress up as?
Gypsy.
Huh?
Gypsy.
Gypsy. Okay. Queen. I thought you would choose that, yes. Gustavo, what would you be dressed up as if you dress up for Halloween?
Oh, say like a pirate.
Pirate. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Steve, what would you be dressed up as if you were dressed up for Halloween?
Still think it's funny.
I don't know if you noticed it, but the people who dress up in the costume is really a reflection of their thoughts. When you go to Halloween tonight, and you know some of the people, watch how they dress, right? Right? Now, why did Gustavo choose to be a pirate?
He just came in my mind.
You know why he wants to be a pirate? Because he wants to scare people. Now, why did she choose to be queen? Queen. Because she wants to be treated like a queen. Right? Martha Cleopatra? Cleopatra had a lot of kings and lovers. Okay. She would like to be treated like that. She would be treated honored. Cleopatra was honored by Julius Caesar and so on. Okay, and then why did Angela choose to be a princess, which I thought she would choose to be a princess, because she wants to be a princess. So again, when you go to Halloween tonight and you see the people, watch how they dress. Everyone dress according to how they think, their thoughts.
Why did you just or
You don't want to celebrate? You want to
like
celebrate?
me?
But
No,
if you,
I don't.
but if you had to dress, what would you be dressed as?
Nothing. I just.
Okay. Now that tells me a lot. It tells me that she just wants to be simple. But she also don't want to make any ambition in terms of she's happy with her life. She's settled in her life. Is that what it is? You're pretty much settled, which I would like to change. I want you to be more aggressive, more ambitious. The first time you're coming today, so I'm going to change that.
How about you?
Good question, right? Good question. What would Swami be dressed as? I don't know. I probably would be dressed as a yogi. Or if I had a material choice, I would dress as a king. Again, what would you be dressed as? Huh? A Jedi. He wants to be a fighter. Yeah, he wants to be strong and everybody beats him up. That's why. Okay, so see, you pick what you choose. Now let's stare that to the Laxmi partner. It's the same thing. Right? Whatever you went when you pray Laxmi, you pray Laxmi for wealth. How you use your money, in this case with the wino, you committed a sin. So if you use your money in a wrong way, right, you will find that money also will reflect back, which is called Yam Laxmi, I said. If you overcharge people, if you use the money to kill people, you know, if you use the money to pay somebody to kill somebody or something like that, or you use the money for war, what would happen? And if you look back at United States history, you'll see that. When they used the money for war, what happened in 2008? They lost the money. Laxmi left the United States. So now they're still struggling to get back. They're still struggling to get back. Because the way the money is used is what's going to happen. It's how it's going to work. Right? So again, if you use the money for knowledge, like you buy a book, you will get the knowledge. Right? If you steal the book, you will find that you'll have no interest in the book. You ever notice that? You know, if somebody took the book without paying, they will not benefit from that. Or so. The same thing with knowledge. If you pay for knowledge, you get the knowledge. Right? So again, related to Laxmi, how you adorn yourself in terms of dress, knowledge, everything, how you spend your money, that's how you will get return. Going back to the story where the Maria girl, if she helped her boss and her boss was in the liquor business, she would not have been called back. Probably he would have lost the business too. But the business they were in was a very good business. They were helping people. So she put her extra time into it, which now gives you an idea why we teach you life code. Life code is what we'll talk about in the seminar, but all of you should know your life code except Maria and Virginia. They just came. So they don't know what about life code. But life code is how you know what's going to happen every year ahead of time. So you can know your life ahead of time. Right?